Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I wanted to do is NBA free agency just happened, and Paul George is going to the Philadelphia 76ers. He's leaving the Los Angeles Clippers. He's signing a 4-year deal, about $212 million. This is some spicy news because in the past couple years, or I would say about like the past 3 to 4 years, we've been talking about the 76ers with Joel Embiid. About they're always in the playoffs. They're always in the semifinals. They're always like right there on the edge of the conference finals. Can they get there? Can they get this team to a conference finals and a chance to possibly go to the finals, to finally give Philly another championship? But it's like they're always right there. It's like they're always missing a piece. They need something else. And now they got Paul George. Now the question is Paul George the missing piece that could possibly help this team win? And that's what I wanted to do in today's video. I kind of want to talk about, is Paul George the missing piece, the missing component that could elevate this team above just conference semifinals status and get them into the conference finals. And then from there, who knows what happens? Because once you're there, then you have the chance of playing, whether it be the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, the Pacers from what we've seen last year. They're coming. The Cavs. Who knows what's going to be in the finals? But now, this Sixers team, they have to be in the conference finals next year. So like I said, I kind of want to discuss the news about Paul George going to the 76ers. Do I think it was the right move by him? And then, like I said, is this team conference finals bound in the 2024-2025 season? So without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on this video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. As always, real quick before I go any further, all information and articles you're going to be seeing on screen and websites will be linked down in the description below, below where it says info. So if you want to go check it out for yourself, feel free. But starting off, as you can see here from this article, Paul George, like I said, signed the 4-year max contract. It's $212 million. So he's getting a lot of money, and he is going to be with Philly for the full 4 years. Now, a little bit of info I did not talk about as well is TYREESE MAXEY. He also signed his max contract. He actually could have signed this last year, but with the way the whole NBA contracts are working right now, the way they're trying to, I guess, prevent super teams, he was kind of told, hey, we can still get you your money, but if you wait till next year, we can get you maybe more money, and also it'll work better for our franchise. He obliged, he took the advice, he went ahead and did it, and now he got 3 guys, Embiid, MAXEY, and George, on max contracts. And I'm not gonna lie, usually when you get 3 guys on max contracts, it's kind of hard to get pieces around the team. They're still finding ways to get pieces. Now, staying on track with Paul George, as I said, him leaving the LA Clippers, a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen. He was going to stay there with LA. Him and Kawhi Leonard were like the duo. This team was supposed to win a championship or at least get to the finals with the Clippers, and they couldn't do anything. Like, last little thing about the Clippers, it's like something was going on there that I don't know if it was injuries with Kawhi just being so in and out of the lineup. If Paul George, was he doing everything he needed to do? It's just nobody else around him was helping. I didn't watch a lot of Clippers basketball, so let me know in the comments what was going on with the Clippers. Because from what I saw, just firsthand view, the Clippers, it's like they looked like on paper a really damn good team that were in the playoffs. They should have won against the Dallas Mavericks. And it's like they just choked. Now, when it comes to 76ers, as you can see here, impact on the 76ers. He is 34 years old. He is kind of aging, but he's still playing some dang good basketball. In the past couple of days, they've actually added Andre Drummond, and also, they, like I said, agreed to the extension with TYREESE MAXEY. It says here they strengthened the roster with Eric Gordon also coming along, Kelly Oubre. So now they got backup center in case Joel Embiid needs to take some rest time during the game, or even if he needs to take a night off, Andre Drummond can step in and give some solid-ass minutes at the center position. Kelly Oubre and Eric Gordon are great perimeter guys. They can play some defense. They can get some points. Drafted the kid Jared McCain out of Duke. He's going to be a very underrated player, I think, in the NBA. And when you look at the 76ers every single year, they're always like they're made up of, if it's going to be the point guard, like it's been in the past, James Harden and Joel Embiid. TYREESE MAXEY is basically a duplicate of James Harden. TYREESE MAXEY and James Harden are like the same player. I think TYREESE MAXEY might be actually a little bit better. Because let's just say the Sixers get into the playoffs. They get through the first round series, whoever they may play. They get into the semifinals. If MAXEY on a consistent basis can give you 25, 30 points, Embiid can get you just 30 points, 10, 15 rebounds. Right there, you're already at 60. If Paul George can do what he's brought here to do, and he can get you about 30 as well, 25, 30 points, right there, you're looking good to get a win. You just need your bench and your other 2 starters to give some production. It's like we're not asking for another player to go out there and give us another 15, 20 points. We're asking just somebody, just every single person on a team that, other than those 3 guys, that gets on the court. Give me a bucket or 2. Looking at the roster for next season, as you can see here, Joel, right now at the current time, it is currently July 4th, so happy 4th of July for anybody that this video will be going up afterwards. Joel Embiid, Paul George, TYREESE MAXEY, Kelly Oubre, Paul Reed still is going to be on the roster, Andre Drummond, Eric Gordon, and Ricky Council IV. So they're going to have to add some pieces now. Who could they possibly add? I'm going to scroll down here. We're going to look at some free agencies. Now, obviously, they're not going to be able to afford some big time type players. Kyle Lowry, I'm wondering if he's going to retire or not. You'll probably know before I do, or before this video goes up, if he has retired or not. But there are some solid, I guess you could say, pieces out there. Like, you look down here through the cheaper markets, like Caleb Martin's available. You could go after Seth Curry. You could go after Sadiq Bey. Pat Beverly, if he needs a defensive guy. Jay Crowder's available. If you wanted to go get Kramer Payne back, you could sign him. Like, there's a lot of, like, I guess you could say cheap, but just more reasonable players that you could go after that are not going to break your bank account. Now, like I said with the 76ers, as you can see here from their points per game last year, Joel Embiid got you about 33 points. Tyrese Maxey got you about almost 30 points. This was in the playoff series against the New York Knicks. I've already talked about this in the past. They went off in the playoffs. Kelly Oubre gave you about 13 points. He's going to be coming back. If Kelly Oubre, not Tobias Harris, if Kelly Oubre can give you that production, Joel Embiid gives you that production. Joel Embiid was hurt. He had the, Bell's palsy or whatever, and the hurt knee. If Tyrese Maxey goes off like he did, you bring in Paul George, this team is going to go to this conference finals. Now, kind of wrapping it up, here's my final points. Like I said, this team, on paper, should be in the conference finals next season. Whether they're playing the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, it's going to be between, I think, the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Those are the three teams right now that are competing to win the East. It's going to be one of those three teams, and I think the 76ers, it's conference finals or bust. You could say finals or bust, but I think they can very easily get to the conference finals. If you don't get to the conference finals, the whole season was a disaster. If you get to the conference finals and say, like, you go 6-7 games, you lose in there, you don't get to the finals, it was a step in the right direction. I would say that. It was a step in the right direction, but still a very letdown season. But this team, like I said, with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George is the missing piece. He is the guy that when things are going rough, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are doing everything they can, and the rest of the team, they're giving you a little here and there, but Paul George is going to be that kind of guy like with the Warriors, where Kevin Durant, he just played his game, and it was like he made them unstoppable. Paul George might be able to step in here and just make the 76ers that type of team. I'm not saying they're going to be one of the greatest teams we've ever seen, like the 2017, 2018, or 2016, 2017 Golden State Warriors, but that team could be a duplicate of what the 76ers are trying to put together right now. If the 76ers put together a nice bench, maybe. Because imagine having to stop Joel Embiid down in the paint. You ain't, unless you're Nikola Jokic. And then Tyrese Maxey crossing you up, hitting half-court shots in the middle of the playoffs. Good luck with that. And then Paul George just playing his game, hitting fadeaway, step-back jumpers, no matter where he is on the court, and he's draining them like it's easy. You have to be lucky and get these guys on all three of them having an off night in order to beat them probably. I'm going to say it now, this team is scary. I'm a Cavs fan, and I don't want to see this team in the playoffs if we have to face them in the playoffs. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. Like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Do you think the 76ers are going to the conference finals or not going to the conference finals? Do you think this team, or Paul George, was the missing piece, not the missing piece? If you're a 76ers fan and you have a different opinion or maybe agree with anything I said, leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified second to post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.